Our next guest says August is kind of like the new January. When the kids head back to school, it is a good chance for adults to hit the reset button too. We've got Dr. Aimee Duffy here, and it's all about packing your own lunchbox, and grown-ups make shifts too.
Well, we get the hustle and bustle of getting the kids ready and back to school. Mine go back on Friday.
Yeah.
Like, it's still summertime, right? And it's really easy for us to just forget about us and do a grab and go or, fast food or whatever, but let's rethink, how we can have a cool adult lunchbox too.
Yeah, perfect. So it starts with the right fuel. You brought 3 or so grown-up lunchbox swaps for focus and energy. And the first one, we start way on the left side. Instead of the sandwich on white bread, we do what instead?
Yeah, so we're just going to do a wrap. So I made just an easy turkey cheese. You can put whatever you want on it, throw some avocado, add that with some veggies and your fruit of your choice, and you're going to have a great energy-packed, fuel-packed. If you eat something like this, it's just a carb load, a sugar load, and you're going to end up being tired and grouchy the rest of the day.
And that wrap can come together, just the nice big lettuce, roll everything up.
Big lettuce, you just roll it up, and it's really easy.
Excellent. And next is the store-bought salads that we see a lot. Like, this is an easy grab. Sometimes it's a whole salad or whatever they've got. That's convenient, but you say instead of that, we choose something different.
Yeah, you can make your own salad in a jar. I made this super easy last night, and you put a little bit of olive oil. One of the things, this one particularly is a pasta salad with bread. Again, just a ton. It makes you think it's healthy because it says the S word, right? But really, we're not dealing with any kind of any kind of vegetables. There's no protein. I threw some sunflower seeds in there for a little crunch instead of a crouton kind of stuff. So super easy to pack that and go.
You're saying not all salads are created equal. Can I dump this in there and check this out?
Because
this is a great thing to pack, and you just feel good about looking forward to your lunch break. Dumping that out.
And you got, store-bought dressings too are full of sugar, and I don't know if it's going to come out.
Sometimes you put the sauce, you can put the dressing inside, and that's probably what makes it come out.
Right, so I put dressing on the bottom. And that way when you end up, then it's just, right there at the top. So
that is a fine-looking salad.
Super easy.
Yeah, just a little bit of meal prep. You're a big advocate of that, right?
That took 5 minutes maybe from a grilled chicken or something you had the night before. So yeah, if you already have the ingredients there from dinner or something, just throw it in when you're putting leftovers away.
Much better than that bag of chips from the vending machine.
Exactly.
And then you also say you replace your granola bar and diet soda. We have those.
Yeah. I didn't bring a diet soda because we
can imagine you don't even want that in the cart. What do we replace that with?
You might have a granola bar. I also brought this again, this kind of quick and easy thing you might grab. Most of the kids are doing these Lunchables or whatever, but you can make your own little bento box. A lot of places like Starbucks have these too, but you got your high protein with your eggs, some cheese, some fruits, and then we made these super cool protein bars that we have a recipe for. So that's another way, whether you're packing that in your lunch or save that for your 2 or 3 afternoon snack when you need a little bit of energy. Then you've got it already packed and ready to go, and you're skipping the vending machine choices.
And when you talk about something satisfying, those really do a great thing. So you've got a recipe, and because people love eating them, but they don't necessarily love making them because they don't know how easy it is.
And again, they're so easy.
Right,
so
here we start with granola.
This is actually oatmeal. It's just regular old oatmeal, and I threw a little pinch of salt in there, even though that's not in the recipe. When I mixed these up, I felt like they needed a little salt. So throw in some chocolate chips in there. We've got some flax seeds, so that's going to add some hormone balancing, and also those kind of expand. I'm sorry, those are chia seeds, but you can use chia or flax. They expand in your belly, so they make you feel fuller too, which is nice.
That's a great trick.
This is a chocolate protein powder. So again, that's adding a little chocolate flavor, but also giving you some extra protein pack. And then I mix those together. That's honey and peanut butter.
Excellent mixture. This is how it all
And then you throw that little splash of vanilla in there. Gives, again, that little sweetness to it. So, the only sweetener is maybe a tablespoon of honey in there. And then whatever you have in your chocolate chips. You can make as big of a mess as you want to.
Thank you. I looked up to see if there was a close-up of that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then this is all going to come together, and then you just roll it in these little balls, or you could pack it into a square and cut, put it in the fridge, and you can cut it into like little squares too to make your own little granola bar. So whatever shape you want to mess with, if you don't want to get your hands really messy, and it's not too messy once it all comes together, but
it's a masterpiece, especially when they're balled up and ready. So as I take a bite of this, let's just talk about the whole reset that's happening. You say people are we're so worried about the new backpacks and the supplies, and then we're kind of frazzled. Any other kind of self-care tips
care of
to keep in mind?
I mean, think about what you did for your New Year's resolutions in January. Though this is like another New Year's, right? It's the new start of the new school year. even if you don't have kids in school, there's still this sort of general kind of summer's coming to an end. Let's get a restart, refresh for the fall. So just start thinking about planning ahead. You know, even if it takes getting up 10 minutes early to do something like this, it doesn't take a whole lot of time and effort.
Yeah.
And this is not just about diet. You know, I'm not talking about diet, I'm talking about lifestyle, like minimizing the amount of chemicals and things that are coming into these quick foods. That's a huge distraction to your brain. It's a huge stress on your system. We always talk about stress and what's going on the inside as well. So the more we can control what we're putting in our body, and you know, it doesn't even have to be organic, even though I would love that, but you know, when we're getting more control instead of this prepackaged stuff.
Yeah, and it's
we're
a matter
have so much better
of
health
making a priority of it, because once you make a priority of it, the time is available.
It becomes
a routine.
A habit.
Yeah.
You know, it becomes a routine, and then that's normal, and then you know, it's a one-off if you have to go grab something through the drive-through.
We're inspired. It's going to be a good year. Dr. Aimee Duffy, thank you so much.
Awesome.
People find Dr. Aimee Duffy at Carolina Integrative Medicine in Clemson.